there's an adaptation of A Christmas Carol from 1997 where Tim Curry does the voice of Scrooge? How did I miss that? Tim Curry is one of my favorite actors. He was great in Home Alone 2 and Muppet Treasure Island. So, he's bound to be great in 1997's A Christmas Carol, right? Right. Some of you might have expected me to say wrong. But this is Tim Curry we're talking about. Even if the movie sucks, he's always great. Not that 1997's A Christmas Carol sucks. It's surprisingly a good adaptation. Like any adaptation, it does its own thing with the story. We see Tiny Tim visit Bob Cratchit at the Counting House. Scrooge remarks that he never knew Cratchit had a family. Although I prefer Scrooge seeing Tiny Tim for the first time with the Ghost of Christmas Present, this is an interesting addition. It shows how Scrooge takes no interest in Cratchit, even though he's worked for him for years. It's also nice to see Scrooge's love of literature, his favorite being Robinson Crusoe. Whenever adaptations include Fan, she brings him home with the blessing of their father, like she did in the book. Here, she's like, "You're my brother, Ebenezer. You're coming home for Christmas whether father likes it or not." Maybe it's a cliche to say this, but you go, girl. Fan is also mentioned by Fred as he sings Santa's Sooty Suit during his party. It's a song Fan and Scrooge used to sing together. Santa's Sooty Suit is catchy and easily the best song in the movie. It's nice that Fred is keeping the memory of his mother alive. Fan is also mentioned by Scrooge at the end, where he asks Fred for forgiveness. Adaptations either show the Ghost of Christmas Past as a girl or a boy. The reason for this is that Dickens never specified its gender. Here, he's depicted as a young boy. The Ghost of Christmas Present, as far as I know, has always been shown as a man, since that's how Dickens described him. Here, the ghost is a woman, voiced by Whoopi Goldberg. Ordinarily, I'm not a fan of gender swap, but there are plenty of adaptations that show him as a man, so why not have one where the Ghost of Christmas Present is a woman? When Scrooge is with the Ghost of Christmas Future, we normally see the laundress, the charwoman, and the undertaker visit Old Joe to fence the stuff they stole from Scrooge after his death. Here, we see two of them steal his stuff, as Scrooge's dead body lays there. Different adaptations choose different endings to the story. Some follow the book's ending, where Scrooge visits Fred on Christmas and reveals to Cratchit how much he's changed the next day. Others have it that Scrooge visits the Cratchits on Christmas. Mickey's Christmas Carol showed Scrooge telling Fred he'd be over later, and the Muppets' Christmas Carol showed Scrooge visit Fred first, then go to the Cratchits with Fred and others. Here, Fred and his wife show up to the Cratchits first, then Scrooge comes over. I don't believe I've ever seen an adaptation do that before. The most out-of-place addition to this version is Scrooge's bulldog Debit. Scrooge is a miser. It's hard to believe that he would spend money on a dog. Plus, the character is supposed to be lonely. Owning a dog means Scrooge isn't lonely. Debit may not be a human companion, but he's still a companion. I admit, I found the dog's antics funny, and I do give the movie credit for not over-relying on him. Plus, it's kind of funny that Scrooge named his dog Debit. I wouldn't say 1997's A Christmas Carol is the best version of the story. It's still fun to watch. If only for Tim Curry.